Welcome back to Quiet Minds. Today we're exploring love and compatibility, but through an intuitive, soulful lens. We're talking about the 12 Zodiac signs ranked from least to most compatible for introverts in relationships. Now, astrology is never black and white. Your whole birth chart matters. And love isn't limited by zodiac signs. But if you're someone who values emotional depth, peaceful connection, and feeling seen without having to explain yourself, some energies will feel safer and more nourishing than others. Aries energy is bold, fast-moving, and direct. They live for excitement, change, and chasing the next big thrill. For a deeply reflective introvert, this can feel like an emotional whiplash. Aries often leads with intensity, which might overwhelm someone who needs time and space to process. That being said, if both partners commit to meeting in the middle, balancing fire with calm, there can be passion without pressure. But it takes work, patience, and lots of open communication. Aquarius is intellectual, independent, and future-focused. While they can be wonderful conversationalists, they sometimes struggle with emotional intimacy. For an introvert who values depth and emotional presence, Aquarius might feel too detached or mentally driven. That said, their respect for personal space can be a gift. Just be sure the connection doesn't stay surface level. If they're willing to lean into vulnerability, there's potential for a unique and meaningful bond. Capricorns are steady, reliable, and goal-oriented. They value commitment and structure, which can feel safe for introverts. However, they tend to lead with practicality, and emotional expression doesn't always come naturally. This can make it hard to feel fully seen on an emotional level. Still, with trust and time, a Capricorn can become a deeply dependable partner if they can learn to open their heart. This pairing has a long-term potential. Scorpios are intense, passionate, and emotionally deep. That sounds like a match made for introverts, until it isn't. Scorpio's emotional depth can sometimes lean into control or jealousy, which might feel stifling. But if both parties are emotionally mature and grounded, this connection can be transformational. Scorpio sees beneath the surface and values loyalty, which can make introverts feel deeply understood and protected. Gemini energy is vibrant, talkative, and constantly on the move. They thrive on stimulation and variety, which can feel overwhelming for an introvert who needs emotional steadiness. That said, a mature Gemini who values your need for solitude can bring lightheartedness and curiosity into your world. It's not impossible, it just takes strong communication and mutual respect for each other's differences. Sagittarius loves adventure, spontaneity, and wide open possibilities. They tend to leap before they look, which can feel unsettling for someone who likes emotional safety and predictability. While their energy can inspire growth, it may lead an introvert feeling emotionally overlooked or burnt out. But if they can slow down and meet you where you are, there's potential for deep expansion together. Leos are passionate, loyal, and love to shine, but they can also take up a lot of space in the relationship. For an introvert, this can sometimes feel like too much energy or pressure to match. But Leos also have generous hearts and a strong desire to protect the ones they love. When balanced, this pairing can bring warmth and grounded affection, as long as your Leo partner values your inner world as much as their outer one. Libra is a sign of harmony and partnership, and they're known for making others feel seen and heard. That's a beautiful quality for introverts who want connection without drama. The challenge? Libras can be indecisive and people-pleasing, which can drain both partners. Still, with emotional honesty, this pairing can be full of grace, beauty, and mutual respect. Pisces are sensitive, dreamy, and deeply emotional. They get your need for reflection and inner peace. The bond between an introvert and a Pisces can be soul deep, but both partners need to be mindful of emotional boundaries. It's easy to lose yourself in each other if you're not grounded. With healthy boundaries, this connection feels like two hearts truly understanding one another. Taurus brings stability, loyalty, and comfort. They're not about drama, they're about devotion. For introverts who want a peaceful, grounded connection, Taurus is one of the most reliable signs. They're homebodies at heart, which makes them a perfect match if you crave a cozy, consistent relationship where you can truly, fully exhale. Virgos are thoughtful, observant, and deeply intentional in their love. They notice the little things and genuinely care about creating a relationship that feels emotionally safe. For introverts, this kind of presence feels deeply affirming. Virgo isn't showy, but their love is steady, healing, and full of quiet strength. Together, you can create a life built on mutual respect and deep emotional connection. And finally, the sign that tends to be the most compatible with introverts in relationships, Cancer. Cancer energy is nurturing, intuitive, and emotionally rich. They honor vulnerability, value, and emotional safety, and often prefer home and meaningful connection over social scenes or surface-level chatter. With Cancer, you get a partner who wants to build something sacred and deeply nourishing. For introverts, this is the kind of relationship where your whole self can breathe, rest, and be loved just as you are. Compatibility is more than astrology. It's emotional safety, shared values, and mutual respect and understanding. But these energies can help you reflect on who makes you feel most at ease, and who helps you feel like you don't have to be anyone else but yourself. So today, ask yourself, what kind of energy makes me feel seen? Where do I feel safe to soften and speak freely? Am I choosing a connection that honors who I really am? I hope you enjoyed this episode of Quiet Minds. I'm curious what sign you are. Please share in the comments below. And if this episode spoke to your heart, share it with someone who might want to hear it too, just for fun. And always remember, stay true to who you are in your beautiful heart of hearts.